Hi, guys. Come on in.
Hey.
Oh, my God. It's so good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
Oh, it's great to come over.
We're just so happy to get out of the house at this point.
Yep.
I can finally talk to somebody that isn't him.
You know, she's been saying that for about a month.
Still funny, though.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to tell you, Gloria's not going to be able to make it this year.
Yeah, she and Daniel moved down to Florida. I guess she'd rather spend the holidays with family.
She's sorry she can't make it. She wishes she could come, but she just can't make it anymore. She did send her pics for the awards, though.
Oh, okay. That works. So, here we are. We're the last of the Central Catholic High Art Society.
God, you say that like they're dead.
I know. I'll still talk to her, but it's not the same when the 8 of us aren't all here together.
Yeah, but people move on, you know? But we're still here.
It's true. What have you two been up to? Still traveling?
Not as much as we used to. We spent most of the year in and out of hospitals.
But before that, we went to Paris in March.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll never guess who we saw. We ran into Joanna.
Oh, Joanna Bloom?
Oh, Joanna Bloom. Yes, Joanna Bloom. Isn't that great? We saw her at one of her galleries, and she had some beautiful pieces there.
Yeah.
I think I have some pictures of them.
Yeah, it was nice to catch up with her. Talked a lot about a lot of stuff. She asked about you. She said you haven't talked for quite a while. What happened there?
Nothing really. She moved back to Paris, and we haven't talked since.
Well, we asked, and she's not with anyone right now. And she immediately asked if you were. So maybe you should go to Paris and visit. Here, look at these.
Listen, I appreciate the two of you trying to set us up together. It's nice. But you both chose to settle down and have a family. I chose to be an artist, and I want to see that through, at least for the moment.
I don't think the two are mutually exclusive.
Yeah, why can't you and Joanna just both be artists together?
Yeah.
We tried that, and it just didn't work out. Right now, I'm trying to focus on writing my book, and introducing a new relationship might not be best.
So you're writing a new book?
Trying to. I'm struggling coming up with ideas, though. These are good.
Why don't you write about us? Call it the Central Catholic High Art Society.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why not? If you're struggling, write what you know. Write from your heart.
I'm trying to, but I don't know what my heart's telling me right now. I've been doing a lot of reading, trying to read everything on my shelves, coming up with some ideas. I think I've got a few that might work.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, I have been listening to a lot of Bob Dylan, and I think I might want to write about a musician or someone like him.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, it does, actually. I'd love to hear more about it when you've got more.
Definitely. So, should we move on to our award picks for this year?
Oh, yeah.
Helen, I've seen your list, and we have to discuss this.
Discuss what?
Paddington's that high?
Yes, it's a masterpiece. So, Charlie, you'll never guess who we talked to the other day.
I bet I could.
It was Joanna. And she told us that she's moving back here.
Yeah, well, not back here, but to America at least.
Isn't that great?
Sure.
Did you ever call her?
No, I didn't call her. I didn't have her number and I didn't feel like looking her up.
You could have asked us for it. If that's why you didn't.
I told you I've been busy. I'm trying to focus on writing my book. Maybe when that's done, I'll give her a call.
Look, the two of you were made for each other. We've always said you would get together at some point, but this is taking forever.
Yeah, it's like you're playing some emotional game of chicken. Would you just call her?
Maybe.
So what's with all of these books you've got everywhere?
I've been trying to read all the books on my shelf. Trying to come up with ideas for the new book that I'm working on. I have a few that might work.
And how's the book going?
It certainly is going. Still the musician character, Michael. He's a folk singer, trying to bring folk music back and write the greatest album of his generation. He spent his whole career idolizing Bob Dylan, playing, perfecting his craft, hoping it will lead to the greatest album of his generation. But so far, nothing he's done has lived up to his ideals. So at 50, he's beginning to wonder, does he have what it takes to be great? He thought he was Mozart, but thinks he might just be Salieri. Not folk legends, but you get the idea.
Right.
Kind of sounds like a bummer. Does he ever write this great album?
Well, I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. I'd like to be optimistic and say yes, but I don't know. It's this idea I've been having about artists doing their great work early in their careers. F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby at 31. Bob Dylan wrote his best albums in his 20s. Mike just hasn't written his masterpiece yet.
Well, it looks like you're putting a lot of work into this book. I mean, more than I've ever seen you put into any other book. Why is this one different?
Well, I've been a writer for some time now, and none of the books I've written have lived up to my expectations.
Like Mike?
Yeah. I was offered a job at university to teach literature, but I turned it down. It would be like giving up. But I told myself, if this book isn't good, I'll take that position.
You make it sound like it's the end of the world.
Well, it kind of is in a way. It would be admitting I don't have what it takes to be a writer, which is harder for me.
What do you mean, harder for me?
Well, when we were in high school, we all wanted to be these great artists. You wanted to be a great musician, you wanted to be a great director, and I wanted to be a great writer. But then you got married and had kids. And you stopped chasing the dream. And I couldn't let that go. I am the only one who kept the dream. I'm the only one who became an artist.
No. Don't do that. All right, don't put us down because we chose to have a family. You're
That's
not
not what I
better
meant.
than us because you chose to be a struggling artist.
That's not what
All
I
right,
meant.
look around. You're alone because you choose to be alone.
That's not what I meant.
No, I know what you meant, okay? And while we're at it, maybe you should have taken that job at the university, okay? Because I don't know if you're ever going to be the writer that you say you want to be. All right? There's no creativity there. There's nothing there, all right? Look, you said it yourself. You want to write this great book, okay? You want to be above all else this great writer. Well, how can that be when you have nothing to say? Who knows? Maybe you are Salieri.
What do you know about great artists? You didn't even try.
Helen! Dear Charlie, Helen and I can't make it this year. Her health's gotten much worse and barely gets out of bed anymore. I've been thinking about what we talked about last year, and I genuinely wish the best for you and want you to be happy. Whether that comes from writing or through Joanna, we both wish the best for you and hope we can see you next year. Also, Helen told me to give you this so you have no more excuses. So included is an envelope with Joanna's phone number. Open it when you're ready to grow up. Sorry, that was more aggressive than I wanted it. Sincerely, your best friend, Bernie.
Hi, Bernie.
How are you?
Good. How have you been?
Good, good. You haven't,
No, not yet. How have you really been?
not great. I miss her. I really do. You know, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll see her spot in the bed, or our 2 sinks in the bathroom, our 2 reading chairs, and I just lose it. Or I'll see a movie and think, you know, Helen would have loved this. You know, I saw a poster for Paddington 2 and couldn't stop crying.
Well, it is a masterpiece.
Yeah, it is.
Why are you telling me all of this?
I've been focusing a lot lately on my hurt and my sorrow and all my recent memories of Helen, or of her in pain and suffering. And I want to move past. I don't know. But then I start to think about all the happiness we had, all that joy. And I started to think, if you and Joanna could find even a sliver of that happiness together, you'd be a fool not to try. Don't let this vain notion of what it means to be an artist stand in your way.
I think it might be too late for us.
No, it's never too late.
But how do I know if she still wants to be with me? How do I know if she still loves me?
You don't. It's a leap of faith.
If she still loved me, she would have called by now.
True. And if you still loved her, then you should have called. It works both ways.
It's hard for me to
I know. So, this book you're writing, the musician, does he ever end up making that great album?
I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet.
I think he does.
I hope.
Dear Charlie, if you're reading this, then that means you're ready to open yourself up and have a relationship. I don't know when that time will come for you, though. And by the time you read this, I might be gone. If that's the case, make sure Bernie is doing all right. I know how much he needs me. I hope he's doing okay. I want the best for both of you. I really do. I want you to be a great writer. But to do that, you need to first be a great person. To write about human emotions, you have to feel them first. Please, call Joanna and open up to her. Let her in, and I swear it will be the best decision you ever make. You're welcome. Be honest with her and apologize. I hate that I won't be able to read your next book. I really do. I'm sure it will be great, though. It will be the magnum opus you're looking for. This will be the Charlie Langford book. I'm sure of it. But you need to stop procrastinating. Stop reading and just write the damn thing. Love always, Helen.